Welcome everyone to the Best Options YouTube channel. In today's video, we are looking at the top 5 best robot vacuums that you can buy this year. First, we will be looking at some of the best affordable robot vacuums that are available, then to the absolute top best one money you can buy. As always, you can find all the links to the products that are mentioned in this video, right in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Without any more delay, let's get started. In number 5, we recommend you the eufy RoboVac 11S, which is significantly cheaper than most robot vacuums. It's 2.85 inches tall, slim enough to fit under the couch, with no threatening red laser eyes or gun turrets poking out of its glass top. To set it up, you need to plug in the stand and put the batteries in the remote. Now eufy claims that it has a max suction power of 2 kilopascals. For comparison, the Coral vacuum has 2.7 kilopascals, a typical handheld vacuum might produce around 1.7 kilopascals. When the vacuum's brushes start rotating slower on high pile carpeting, they trigger the vacuum's fan motor to amp up the suction power. It uses outdated navigation technology. Instead of mapping software, the 11S Max uses so-called bounce navigation technology, which sends the bot ping-ponging around your house at random until the battery runs out. The dustbin is an upgraded and respectable 0.26 gallons. There's no sensor to alert you when the bin is full, but eufy states that most people will probably be able to run the device 2 or 3 times to fill it. For a vacuum with such powerful suction, it's remarkably quiet. It measures roughly 60 decibels on hardwood, and between 60 and 65 on the carpet, depending on if BoostIQ is activated. In the 4 number of our best robot vacuums list, we recommend you the Bissell SpinWave Hard Floor Expert Wet and Dry Robot Vacuum, with Wi-Fi. It's a solid vacuum that reliably sucks up debris from low pile carpeting and hard floors, and it truly shines when it comes to mopping, with 2 spinning microfiber pads and support for several different cleaning solutions to scrub away dirt and keep your floors looking as good as new. Plus, it can automatically detect and avoid carpeting and area rugs when mopping, a feature typically only seen on much more expensive models. It lacks voice home mapping abilities and voice control support, but it offers better performance than any other 2-in-1 robot in this price range. The SpinWave measures 12.25 inches in diameter and stands 3.25 inches tall, a fairly standard size for robot vacuums. It's one of the more attractive models with its all-white design, as it can matches your home decor much better than most robot vacuums, which are generally black, blue or gray. The robot comes with a dry tank for vacuuming and a tank for mopping. The wet tank features 2 circular mop pads on the bottom that spin to scrub hard floors with a cleaning solution or just plain water. Bissell makes several different solutions you can use when mopping, including multi-surface, pet multi-surface with Febreze, and sanitizing formulas. In number 3, we recommend the Ecovacs Deebot N79S Robotic Vacuum Cleaner, up to 110 minutes runtime, for hard floors and carpets. The circular N79S is pretty basic in terms of looks. At 13.9 inches in diameter, it's slightly wider than the eufy RoboVac 11 and the AIVI A4S, 12.2 inches. But it stands at a relatively short 3.3 inches, meaning it should fit under all but the lowest clearance furniture. It's not exactly eye-catching, but its dark chocolate color should blend in well with most home decor. On the top, you'll find an oblong tab that houses the auto clean button and the Wi-Fi indicator light, above Deebot and Ecovacs logos. The side is home to the power switch, the front bumper contains the bot's infrared sensors, and the back is where you'll find the removable dustbin. Flip the N79S over and you'll see 2 spin brushes, a main roller brush, 2 main treads, a nose wheel, contact chargers, and drop sensors. The Deebot N79S is a good option for those with heavily carpeted homes who aren't looking for a robot vacuum to replace their standard upright. When picking up large particles and crumbs on the hard floor, this model performed well, picking up between 95 to 100% of the dirt. It does detect the edges of stairs to prevent toppling over, and methodically reroutes when it bumps into a narrow chair leg or gets trapped under the couch. For spontaneous cleanups, you can order the robot around with Alexa using satisfying, but general commands like Alexa, tell Deebot to start vacuuming, or Alexa, tell Deebot to start charging. Otherwise, it can be bossed around more specifically with the physical remote control or smartphone app. In number 2, we have for you the Ecovacs Deebot T8 AIVI Robot Vacuum Cleaner, a perfect option with mop included. The Ecovacs Deebot Osmo T8 AIVI is arguably the most powerful and the smartest robot vacuum cleaner money can buy, with a battery life that's best in class. Measuring around 13.5 inches in diameter and 3.6 inches tall, it's one of the larger floor cleaning robots but is still short enough to fit under most furniture. Thanks to a built-in camera, it can even double up as a security device or help you look in on your pets or talk to your kids. It's also a mop, but, as with any other dual-function robot vacuum, it's not that great at removing muddy boot prints or baked-in stains. It's also got some very impressive smarts. Not only is it compatible with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa for voice control, but it also uses artificial intelligence to identify objects in its path and mark them on its map. There's even a built-in camera that helps it see small objects, like cables, socks, or toys. Thanks to this camera, you can even use the T8 to patrol your home even if you're away. Ecovacs has improved its mapping technology, and the T8 is capable of creating and saving a map much faster than any of its older siblings. The T8 is also a mop. It can vacuum and mop hard floors at the same time and will cleverly avoid any carpet, even on its first run, if the mopping plate is attached. In number 1 of our list, we recommend you the absolute one of the best robot vacuum, the Roborock S6 Robot Vacuum, a robotic vacuum cleaner and mop that has the best suction in my opinion. In addition to the usual vacuum unit and charging dock, you'll also get a mat that connects to the dock and keeps your floor from getting wet, an extra filter, extra water filters, an adjustable water tank, 2 reusable mop cloths, disposable mop cloths, a mounting plate for the disposable cloths, and a user manual. Here are some more features. Based on the manufacturer's information, 2000 pascals maximum suction, 3 hours runtime on quiet mode, zone cleaning including selective room cleaning, and virtual no-go zones and barriers, carpet boost mode. At the hardwood and carpeted corners, on both surfaces, the S6 came within 1/4 of an inch. That's very good compared with similar vacuums. On its highest suction setting, the S6 registered 70 decibels from 12 inches away, which is about the equivalent of listening to the radio softly. One cool feature that works as advertised is the Alexa voice control. You can tell your light switch to vacuum the living room, and you'll let the S6 know that it's time for work. At 13.8 inches in diameter and 3.8 inches tall, the Roborock S6 is larger than a lot of models. This doesn't present a big problem, but if you're looking for a vacuum that can get under furniture with low clearance, you might want to consider something else. At $650, the Roborock S6 is for people who want all of the fancy features and have a good chunk of money to spend. That said, for what the S6 does, it's reasonable.